Hey, this is Archer again from the Tow Academy. Today, I want to discuss with you your website optimization. I'm going to give you 3 examples of websites that have some degree of optimization and show you how we look at it here at the Tow Academy. When we create a website, the goal obviously is to get you more cash calls, more customers calling you that would normally call you because you're highly visible online. So how do we do that? How do we ensure that our clients receive the maximum number of calls possible, besides of course obviously helping you with sales and other marketing aspects? Organic search is the best way to do it because it doesn't cost you every single time somebody clicks on one of your listings. So today I'm going to show you 3 websites and what we look at, and then talk a little bit about each one. And then I'm also going to go into the services section of your Google Business Listing and how using this area can greatly impact your visibility in your market for your Google Business Listing. Another thing that we've talked about in the past, but I want you to understand, is that when you optimize a website properly and it's attached to your Google Business Listing, then this positively impacts your Google Business Listing. If you have a lot of pages, a lot of indexed pages with content that is structured properly, and it's attached to your Google Business Listing, and the Google Business Listing also has that optimization for similar keywords, then that lifts the Google Business Listing higher in search results. So you get all those good clicks that don't cost you money like a Google ad campaign does. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to get into it. Okay, I'm going to go first to this site right here. Okay, so this company, the number I want you to look at right up here in the search results is 165. That means this company has 165 indexed pages basically in their website. So the higher number of indexed pages, if the pages are built properly, the better your chance of showing up for a specific search. When somebody does a search, the better you have a chance of showing up in your market for that search. Now, remember, we're just talking about local search. We're not talking about being found in some other city or some other state locally, right? So the 165, that's not bad. So let's look at a tool that we use. It's called SEMrush. So what we do is we take all of our websites into SEMrush, and this is not one of our websites. This is just a website that I chose because I want to give you a comparison. We look at 3 things here, basically. We look at the organic search traffic monthly, and they're getting 796 organic search traffic, which is really good for a towing business, okay? It was up to 1.2 and it goes down, but of course, it may have been snow, and it looks like January was when it had snow. So that's the second thing we look at or the first thing we look at is the search traffic. And then what we do is we look at down here the organic keywords, the number of keywords that we have. And you can tell this one has right at 2547, 2,574. My dyslexia is kicking in. 2,574 organic keywords. That's what is being found for. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily that they've optimized their website to be found for every single one of those keywords. It's just that Google said if you've done a good job, Google will reward you. If you say I want to be found for tow truck, and you consistently add more content, that they're going to start showing you for other phrases that are on the adjacent to those keywords. So those are the 2 things we look at. So this is a pretty decent website as far as we can tell. The other thing is backlinks. The last thing is backlinks. This is kind of low for backlinks, but they've got a lot of traffic. I don't put a whole lot of stock into backlinks. They are good, and we do use them, but it just depends. You can have negative backlinks too. You can have toxic ones. So these are the things that make this website strong. And you're moving in an upward direction. A little bit of down is not a big thing. If we see, and you'll see in the next one where they've gone up and then they went down, like crashed. So, but if you see you're going up and down, that's fine as long as the trend is upwards. Okay, so the next one I'm going to look at. Remember, this one had 165 results. So the next one we're going to look at is this one. It has 358 results. That is a lot of results, right? So that's a lot of results in Google. And like I said, those are indexed, what Google calls indexed pages, okay? So let's look and see what their results in SEMrush are. So their organic search is 65. That's monthly, 65. They have 65 visitors to their website. So it's way down there from where it was. So it looks like at one time they had 2,539 results, and that was in January 2021. So you can't say this has to do with necessarily with weather only, because this is January 2022, but it was up, but it wasn't like this, right? So the website's only been around since January of 2019, and it looks like they did some work to it and got it up there. They did something, and they may have made some sort of change. Now, I can't tell you what the change would be. I can only guess at it. And one of the things that I noticed when I looked at the pages is they on the previous slide was the fact that they were using blog posts. Now, I'm not against blog posts for some businesses, but for towing, there's no reason to have a blog post, especially if you don't do it right. That's the problem with blog posts, is if you don't do it properly, you're gonna mess up. And I don't know exactly what happened here. They may have been doing their blog posts right, but to go from all the way up here down to 65 is pretty crazy. And then if you look at the keywords down here, they were way up here at 2,000 keywords, and now they're down to 722. So that's quite a bit of difference. If you remember, the other website had 2,574. Okay, so and then their backlinks. They have 363 backlinks, which is decent. It's not anything to write home about. Okay, so the last set I'm going to look at here is this one has only one index page, one result in Google. That's really negative. It's not that many optimized, or not that many pages, and I looked at this page. It's not optimized. But anyway, let's look at what they've got in as far as the results. 0 traffic, and they're ranking for 4 keywords. And you can tell by right here that this website's been around since March of 2022. So it's over a year old. So it should have traffic. It should be ranking for much more keywords. So this is just basically a dead website. This is a website like Google's business site website. It's not a Google business site website, but it's very similar. In this is the type of result you get. You get 0 traffic to your website, and it does nothing for your Google business listing. So you might as well not even have a website. In fact, when you have something like this, it negatively impacts your Google business page. Okay, it will drag it down. If you have a bad website, you're gonna bring you're going to bring your whole online presence down. So I just suggest do not have a website if you're not going to do anything with it. That's just the way that I believe. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here real quick and talk to you about this. Okay, so the whole idea there is that when we build a website, we go in there and we look at how the website's structured, or how the work that we've done, how well it is actually impacts the visitors to the website. And we do it, but with those tools. Okay, we look and see how many results we have. We submit those pages to Google so that they continually see that there's activity being done on the website, and then we manage it. So if you have any kind of issues with your website, or you want me to even look at your website, I can certainly do that. I can take a look at your website and give you an idea of if anybody's doing any work to it. And then at the same time, if you want us to help you build a new website, we can do that. We will build the website for you, do all of this stuff for you. Next, what I want to talk to you about is the Google Business Listing, the services area. I told you that when you add those services to your Google Business Listing, and then add them in a way that, and then edit them so that there's actually content in those services, then that will positively impact your Google Business Listing. And when you add custom services, which you can do, then that will do it as well. It'll bring up your Google Business Listing. The other thing you can do in there is add updates, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so this is a Google business page that I manage, and I wanted to show you over here that you manage these pages now from the facing front of the Google Business Listing. And right here where it says Edit Services, you can click Edit Services, and then you have all of these services down here that you can add. And each one of these you can actually go in and put more information into it. Now, if you wanted to, you can go on down and add more services where it says add more services. And then you can add whatever custom service you want. Let's say it's towing, let's say truck towing. Say, and then you can go into, it'll say your edit is pending review. It may take up to 1 day to publish it, but you can go into it and edit it and add price if you want. I don't suggest you do that. Or you can even add from, like pricing from something, and you can do that. That can help motivate Google's algorithm to put your Google business listing in more results. But I don't know. We don't use that. I just don't like to do that. Anyway, put it in there, hit save, or I'm going to hit cancel, and that's how you do it. Now, doing this increases the likelihood that your business is going to show up in a search result if you do the things that I was talking about before. If you build out your pages as well that have the same structured content in it as well for those same keywords. Okay, when you connect those, if you build a page specifically for that keyword, then that's going to help you show up for those search results, or in those search results. And the last thing I wanted to show you is updates. Add update. Right here it says add update. So when you add an update, you add a description. We are the best company in Japan. And then you can add a photo. You add a photo, and then you put an ad, call now, and then phone number's already in there. And then you want to also, the thing you want to do in here is put your website. Put the website in here so that they have the opportunity to click on your website as well as call you. So post, and that's it. Now, these updates should be done on a regular basis. Okay, these updates to your Google business listing should be done on a regular basis. I suggest that you do at least 3 times a week. Just do an update, and the thing that I would do is I would do it directly from my phone. When you do it from your phone, Google's your iPhone, and even if you have your location services turned on your iPhone or your Android, Google can see where those photos were taken from, and that can help you also to show up higher in the search results for your Google business listing. But the other thing it does is it just makes you more relevant to Google, right? So Google is all about relevance. Are the lights still on with this towing company? And that's what they need to know. So if your lights are still on, you need to let Google know it on a regular basis. Okay, so that's it for today. I really enjoyed doing these videos. I hope you guys do too. If there's something specific that you would like to see some more information about, please mention it. Please comment on the video. I always really appreciate that. And if you like what I've provided here, please give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And if you need help with your business, boots on the ground stuff, I can help you with that. I've been in the business for a long time. I got out in 2015. And now what I do is I help tow company owners get more customers, close more calls, even if they don't know their way around a computer, don't know anything about sales, and they don't have time to learn. That's what I do. I help towing companies do that. So give me a call if you need some help. It's on my website, but it's also, I'll put my contact information in the description below. All right, that's it for now. Thanks a lot. Talk to you later.